What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is Chishu Zed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Women keep ghosting me because I'm a simp and too nice. Let's get it.
I don't understand today's dating world. I take girls on nice dates.
Okay.
I get them flowers. I'm emotionally available. I go to the gym. It doesn't matter what I do. And yet every time I get the same outcome. I constantly get ghosted. I'm not feeling it. I'm not ready for a relationship, yet they get in one a week later. And then to top it off, I get, you're too nice of a guy. Like, the f you want from me? Oh, and that's not even the worst. What is up with everyone thinking they're on The Bachelor? Like, people are talking to 10 people, and I can't even get a hug.
Yeah, that's tough. Listen, this video was taken off on TikTok, and we had a gentleman who responded to this who I thought had some really excellent advice. But before I play that video, I'm going to check out a few of these comments and see what people had to say in response to what this guy shared. His struggles in the modern dating market. First comment here reads, I think the main issue is that people are just trying to be nice instead of being kind. Nice often comes across ingenuine and smothering. Somebody else responded to that guy and said, exactly, I hope he reads this. And then the other guy continued to add on to what he was saying and said, kind comes across warm and considerate. I personally find people who just seem nice very off-putting. I want to see real effort, not just a checklist. That is true. When you are nice, people know you're not being your true self. Being nice is being a people pleaser. Stop being a nice guy. And there's always some simp in the comment section who's like, no, that's not right. Shut up. If you are a nice guy, I know you're getting cheated on. I know you're struggling with women, right? Okay, can you get cheated on? Either way, yes. But nice guys live a hard life when it comes to dating. Next comment from a woman reads, hate to say it, my guy, you seem a little entitled. Dating isn't a game to be won. It's about forming genuine connection with people. That's a good response. You know why this is a good response is when a nice guy is nice, he thinks that because he's nice, he deserves to get laid. He deserves a woman to reciprocate. A guy who's just gonna be himself is gonna be prepared for anything. He tells you what he wants from the situation, and if you're not gonna do it, he's walking away, right? Hey, I want a woman who respects me. And if she doesn't reciprocate, he's out. It's very clear. Whereas the nice guy, he thinks because he's nice, the rest of the world owes him good treatment. Somebody else responded to that chick and said, frustration does not equal entitlement. Don't gaslight people. No, I disagree. Making a good point. He responded back to that person and says, you can be frustrated without being entitled. Not the vibe here. And they kind of went back and forth here. He responded and says, you're assuming he's entitled based on your biases. Nowhere did he say he's entitled all they have to date him. You're reaching for stars at this point. She responded and says, okay, I was offering constructive criticism for why this video gave me bad vibes. Maybe he should change his attitude about dating. Touch grass. The other person responded and says, yeah, this isn't about you. He has a right to be frustrated without being judged. Your constructive criticism was poor at best. Touch grass. And the woman ends the thread by saying, here's the thing, seeing this video, I wouldn't date him. That's very important to know. To all you guys who think I'm a nice, respectful guy and that's why women should date. Women don't date like that. They never will. Get it through your heads. You have to be more than nice. Nice isn't gonna protect her. Nice doesn't get up in the morning and get shit done. You got to be more than nice. I don't just hang out with guys because they're nice. They have to bring real value. Go improve your life, right? Become better. But it's just the way the world works in general. Nice people are the most frustrated because they think because I am a nice, respectful guy, women should date me. I'm the better choice. That's your blue pill mentality conditioning. It does not work that way in the real life, and you will be frustrated for the rest of your life if you don't learn this. It doesn't mean that you have to be toxic or evil. You don't have to go to the extremes. There's a difference between a man who lives on principles and morals, who's not necessarily a pushover nice guy. Let's keep on reading her comments. She says, I wouldn't date him and I wouldn't want any of my friends to date him. This attitude is not a good one. And of course, the guy has a right to vent and vent his frustration, but a lot of good points there that are made if you decide to take it for what it is. Another woman here says, I take them on nice dates. I don't even get a hug. That's why it's transactional to you, and we sense that sort of thing pretty fast. Again, another good point made by another woman right here. And I'm going to elaborate later. A bunch of guys responded to this comment. First guy says, "Oh, please," with the eye roll. He doesn't agree. Another guy says, "I don't believe that was what he intended to relay. I feel like people are too quick to assume someone's a creep based off wanting a hug." No, he's not a creep. The guy's not a creep. He just misunderstands women. Women don't reciprocate by you just doing nice things for them. Last comment added to this thread in response to that chick says, "I think he's comparing it to that same woman going out the next night with some asshat and getting railed, yet he can't even get a hug." You see, this is perfect. Why do you think that guy who took her out the next night busted the cheeks and you didn't? It's not necessarily just because women love toxic men. It's not just that. It's mainly because the difference is you want to take her out on nice dates. You want to get her flowers when she hasn't earned it. What happens if you give somebody something they don't earn? They don't appreciate it. And you're showing them that before they've done anything to work for it, they're already on a pedestal. When you are nice, too nice to women, and you believe what you watch in movies, take her out on dates, get her flowers without her earning it, they sense that. They see that, oh, this is a nice guy who thinks just because he's going to be nice, I am going to be nice to him. Nah, that's not the way women are wired. And if you start operating in the way that she has to earn what you give her, women will sense that naturally from you. There's just a huge difference. And that guy who's been struggling in his dating life because he's too nice would perform a lot better. Real quick, an older gentleman kind of responded back to this young guy who's struggling with dating, and this is what he had to say. I thought it was interesting. Check it out.
I take girls on nice dates. I get them flowers. I'm emotionally available. I go to the gym.
He's a good-looking kid, too, and he's having a hard time. You know, I've told my oldest child, he doesn't believe me. I bet this guy won't believe me either. I'm going to tell him the exact same thing. You want to keep a woman around, you're a nice guy. It's not complicated. You just have to be mean every once in a while. Don't be available. Get angry about something stupid. Act like a girl who's your friend. Do something that's a little too far. Give her a hug that's a little too long. That's it. Give her a reason to be jealous. Give her a reason to be mad at you. You'll keep her around about 300% longer than if you're constantly trying to make sure she's happy, make sure you're the perfect person, because for some reason, women don't want that. They don't. They don't want a perfect, especially in the dating stage. They want someone that gets the emotions going. So that's what you have to do.
I want you guys to really think about what he said there. He says he tells his older son this and he doesn't listen, right? He's like, "Dad, that's bad coffee.
This coffee smells like shit."
Father has lived life, is aware, but son doesn't want to listen to what the dad has to say.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I can relate so much to this. I remember my dad telling me when I was younger, never love a woman too much. I've said it plenty of times on my channel. I thought he was insane. A lot of younger men don't like to listen to their fathers until they get their heart broken and they realize when it's too late, right? Through divorce, or they get screwed over or walk in on their chick cheating on him or some crazy shit like that. But what he's saying there is so true. And he said he doesn't know why women are like this. But I want to ask you something. Why would anybody, including yourself, want a friend who's just perfect? Do you really want somebody around you who doesn't check you when you've done something wrong? Do you really want people around you who don't challenge you to be a better person, who have no standards of expectations? You can treat them like shit and they won't say anything. When it comes to nice guys, the problem with nice guys is they'll treat women differently from how they'll usually treat men in their lives. And I know a lot of nice guys would benefit from not doing that. Meaning, she's not a princess, bro. Stop treating her like she's a princess. She messes up, check her and say, "Hey, don't do that," the way you would your regular friends. When they're dealing with women, it's like they're these precious things that can't do any wrong. "No, babe, it's okay." No, you need standards and expectations for women as well. But we are conditioned in this society. Most guys are conditioned to put women on a pedestal and not respect yourself. You understand this and implement this, and women can sense it in you that you're not that nice guy, that they have to earn your respect. Your dating life just gets better, right? Everything gets better. Most guys have to go through pain to get to that point where they understand this. A few more comments here and respond to the older gentleman and what he had to say about the advice that he gave to his son that he would give to average guys. Internet reacted. This is what they had to say. First comment reads, "Did this with my worst recent ex and she wants me even more now. It's like a curse you put on him." Next comment here says, "Yep, if you really care about a girl, be her chaos and her peace." And guys, being her chaos, I disagree with the fact that you have to go out here and actually create problems where there's no problems. You don't have to create problems out of thin air. Just have expectations and standards for yourself. Make your chick have to cook once in a while to be with you. And when I say have to cook, as in make that a qualification for the woman that you're dating. Not like you have to cook. Nah. Like, hey, one of my qualifications, if you're gonna date me, is that you gotta cook. She's gotta do laundry. Something. Make a rule, some type of expectation that you have for women who you're going to deal with in your life. If she's late to a date, check her and tell her, do not be late, right? You got to speak up. That already, men who have standards and respect themselves and have expectations, that's chaos enough for most women, because most women can do whatever they want with any man. He's never going to speak up. They run everything. Next comment from another person says, "That's why I don't care about relationships. Once a girl realizes that I'm actually a good guy," he says, "No, you're a nice guy. You're a nice guy. They leave and I just move on to the next." Stop. This dude's over here crying. Next comment here reads, "2 rules to keep her. 1, have her invest more in you, financially and emotionally. 2, do the opposite of what we've been told." That's a big one. That second one, do the opposite of what we've been told. And last, it says, do not be perfect. How many of you guys literally look at your friends and say, I want to be the perfect friend to this guy? Oh yeah, he can talk to me any type of way. He can show up late when we agree to meet somewhere and like hang out. It doesn't matter. I'll pay for everything and he never has to pitch in. Eventually, you're going to stand up for yourself. Most of you guys tolerate disrespect from women that you never would tolerate from your everyday friends. Next comment here says, "The fact we generally have to do this is hilarious." Another person responded and said, "It's sad. It's only sad because you've been tricked to think that women operate differently from real life." And the final comment says, "Oh, it's definitely very sad at this point. I gave up on trying to find an actual relationship, and of course, I'm getting more girls now." Shaking my head. Yes, the less you chase, the more you get. Women can sense that too. Listen, controversial opinion. It is worse to be an attractive, nice guy, like the guy we just saw in this video, right? Good looking dude, no homo. But too nice is a simp. That guy's having a worse time in the dating market than the guy who's average looking, but understands female nature, understands the game, knows how to get a woman to genuinely have desire for him, sexual attraction. Right, has her mind. That guy's killing it. Whereas the good-looking dude, women are like, "Oh my gosh, you look so good." He opens his mouth, right? Dries her up immediately. No cheeks for him. As always, curious to know what you guys think. Leave your comments down below. I appreciate you for checking out yet another episode of The Coffee Pot. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.